What up though, Vibe Flow? I'm Amber Graves, and I'm here to lead you through your 25-minute morning flow. Maybe you've dropped the kids off and you're back home ready to stretch it out. Maybe you've rolled out of your bed and onto your home plate. Either way, we're gonna have a great day together. Now is a good time to make sure that your home plate is plugged in but not yet turned on. Make sure that your Bluetooth devices are synced through Bluetooth so that you can enjoy the audio immersive experience. And if you don't have headphones, no worries. Just turn your device up loud enough so that you can hear my voice over the rumble of the home plate. No home plate, also no worries. This is formulated to fit within about the area of a yoga mat. So we'll start to clear our space and get ready. We are gonna start seated, making sure that the hertz are exactly as you like them on your home plate. Let's come to an easy seated position. One last reminder before we start to flow. Never during the course of this workout, while the home plate is vibrating, should you allow your head to touch the mat, just for the safety of your brain, all right? Don't wanna rattle it too much. So, seated facing the forward space of your mat, you would look like this. I'll turn to face you for the first part of class now. Taking a few breaths in through the nose. Let the day come to you. Just ease on to the space that you're at. Any props around you, not distracting, off to the side, but within reach. We'll start in just a few breaths. Shoulders are back, tailbone is heavy. Grateful for another day. Let's make the best of it. Big inhale, arms up and overhead. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Reach high. Nothing too prescriptive, nothing too rushed. Just feel good as you lean over to your right. The left knee is gonna wanna creep up. Go ahead and relax that back to the earth. Take another gentle breath in and reach up. As you exhale, bring the arms down and let it just shake out, wiggle out whatever you need to let go of, and then inhale the arms right back up. This time, taking the other hand to the other wrist. Reach up, tailbone drops heavy. We lean over to the left. Again, that right knee is gonna wanna creep up. That's okay, no judgment. Just wiggle it out and let it go. Big breath in, arms reach high. This time, cactus the arms and puff the heart up, nose up, breath up. And on an exhale, round over yourself and let the arms come forward. Just drag the fingers across your mat as you roll your spine back to stacked, one vertebra over the other. Arms come wide, and then a gentle hug across your own body. Stacking elbow over elbow and hands to shoulders if they can reach. If they don't quite reach, go ahead and hold on to your elbows. The point here is to open the front line of the body as you lift your stacked elbows high. Release the knees back to the earth and lengthen that tailbone down. On an exhale, hunch and curl, rounding the elbows down in toward the mat, in towards your shins, or even closer to the belly. Spread the back line of the body with your breath. Tuck the chin in a little tighter. Breathe so that the heart pounds out through the back side of your chest. Big, vivacious inhale all the way back up to the top. Maybe even high five yourself. Clasp the hands and pull them back beyond the ears if possible. So again, even with mine, the knees are trying to rise. We're just gonna put a little bit of tension into the hip flexors to relax the knees down. And then swing the hands back behind you. Hunch forward if you need to, interlace the knuckles and push them down onto your home plate. Roll the shoulders back and puff the heart up. Now, there's gonna be a tendency to arch in the low back. See if you can release that arch. Wiggle the hips down. Breathe up, look up. Open the throat. Now you're at home, so you can do this and no one will make fun of you. Make a big low tone in the throat to open up, prime your voice, ready for the day. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Take a moment to waggle out the neck if you need to. Taking the left hand inside of the left shin, the right arm back behind you. We'll start with an easy twist. Take a breath up to get taller. Let the exhale wind you around a little further, and then swim those arms high to help bring you back around. Switching sides, right hand, right shin, left arm behind you. Inhale to rise through the crown of your head, and exhale to explore with your breath the depths of this twist. Another inhale, the arms rise high. Let's just deepen that, ready? Take the left hand again to the outside now of the right thigh. Twisting, rolling, reaching, stretching. Nothing too violent in the body, gentle in the mind, gentle in the breath. We rise back high, deep into the other side. Right hand outside of the left side. I don't know about you, but I got some Rice Krispies in my low back. I'm hearing snap, crackles, and pops. It's okay. Inhale, arms up high. That's why we do this. Exhale, forward fold. Like a child's pose, kind of, but with easy seated legs. Now, a reminder, I'm gonna turn my body so that I can make use of my mat. Please do not lay your forehead or any other part of your head on the mat, but just stretch those arms. You can even walk right and left arm forward and back. Now we're gonna rock onto our knees just so that we can turn on the plate. All right, you'll start to feel the rumble in the knees and the tops of the feet. If you put those down, you'll feel the vibes rising through the arms. Any organic movement that feels good. Sometimes stillness is the perfect place to stop and stay. Now just go ahead and tuck those toes to help you ease your way back toward the middle of the mat. You're just crawling. It's good to practice crawling. We don't do it enough, I'd say. Widen the knees, drop the tops of the feet to the mat, sit on back. Take a moment to feel the front side of your shins lengthen. Anterior tibialis, this muscle along the shin bone, can cramp up, so stretch those feet down. Now we are gonna crawl into a true and active child's pose. The hands grip the mat purposefully. As you reach through the side body, the lats get a little experience, the muscles under the armpits get a little experience, kind of clawing into your mat, like you could pull your fingers back. Turn on the side bodies, maybe a dip and roll. I like to dip my left arm and then my right arm, especially after an arm day. Ooh, those lats, they need a little love sometimes. Now we're gonna rock forward into what is called seal pose. Come with me slowly, the arms come wide. We've got an arc in our back and we're sort of skimming across the surface of the mat. Roll the shoulders back, lift the tops of the feet off the earth and connect the soles of your feet. If you like to turtleneck into this for a moment, okay, but be conscious of your low back. Better, roll the shoulders back, lengthen the neck, open through the sternum and breathe. Now, like we're going through cat pose, push on back to your active child's pose with the head off of your mat. And then like you're going through cow pose, round and skim past the mat, elbows wide, up and open, big breath. Good morning. Round it back one more time. Your pace, your breath. Be a servant or a follower of your breath. You know, we use our breath to explore and understand our inner landscape. If we get ahead of our breath, it's very challenging for us to understand what our body truly is asking of us on any given day. Rock yourself back up to tabletop. Start to narrow your knees under your hips, shoulders under or over your wrists. So you have a steady and stable place for yourself to start moving. Undulate, sway, swirl, rock and roll. You gotta do you here. It's your morning, and all you've gotta do is the best for you. So a cat-cow might feel good. Crossing the ankles. We're gonna have a seat right back. Sliding out the right leg. Single leg forward fold. Take the inside of the left to the inner thigh of the right. Sit tall, arms up, inhale, and then just cascade yourself over that leg. Again, don't worry too much about what you're doing, what it looks like. It's okay for a moment to fall into your habit pattern right now. Just lay down. Enjoy this moment. Breathe into the backside of your body as your spine curls over and forward. The deeper the breath, the deeper the sensation, the more beneficial for the whole body. Slide your hands back a little bit, roll your shoulders, lift yourself up, strong, straight spine. Now pull the femur of the right leg back into the hip socket, curl the toes towards your face, and if your foot is falling wide, go ahead and internally rotate a little bit, even if you need to touch your own body. It's yours, you can do that. Sit tall. Hinging out of your hips, heart heads toward your shin or your ankle. You may not go quite as low. You may need a strap. You may enjoy a block if you're a super bendy person and you can get all the way down there. Make use of the props around you. When you revisit this video time and time again, you'll find something new every time. Take the left hand behind you and the right hand high and just push yourself up to open up, pelvis toward the sky, slightly cactused right arm. Heart is peeking up at the sky saying good morning, easy face, maybe even a smile, who knows. Have a seat back down and just take a breath right there. Feel how the body's changed. The vibes on the plate. It's like putting hot sauce in gumbo. It just makes it that much better. I might be the only one that likes gumbo. I don't know. Roll the feet. Anybody from the South? I know you like gumbo. Roll the feet the other way. Slide that right foot inside the left foot. Sit tall. This is your single leg forward fold for the other side. Inhale, arms high. Dip it down forward. Again, this is gentle. This is your morning cup of coffee. Maybe over time, your yoga will come to replace your coffee, or maybe it'll just go alongside your coffee. I'm not trying to steal your joy. Inhale, rise. It's a flat back. Replace that long leg into the hip socket if it feels like it's sort of scooted out from away from you. Here we go. Take your strap, take your block, take whatever you need to make this variation of your single leg forward fold meaningful for your body. Take a breath in. See if you can deepen. Let's cartwheel. Right hand behind you. Cartwheel a day keeps the doctor away. Left hand high, push the pelvis up, stretch the legs, it's okay. Whatever thought just came to your head, whatever's been rumbling around in there, it's okay to let it go. If you just need to shake it out of your head, do so. With an exhale, go ahead, have a seat. Again, take that beat. Take the moment. Never be in a rush to get into or out of any position, any posture. It's unnecessary. Both feet ahead of you. We're gonna put our hands down, fingers facing toward the feet, and rock into a reverse tabletop. This, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything at all. It just has to be. So you see, I'm going side to side. The muscles around my scapula, my shoulder blades, they need a little love today given what I did yesterday. Maybe you need to puff up your midsection and drop your head back. This is into the shoulders. Maybe if you're ready to build some heat with me, we can start pulling the hips past the wrist. Maybe we can even hold it. And then crawl the feet forward, plant them again, push the knees forward toward the top of your home plate, and then waggle a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean it. Not too big, not too dramatic. Here you're stretching your hands, your forearms, your biceps, your shoulders, and then bring it on back. Now, get a couple iterations in there. Follow your breath, in and out, back and forth. Any amount of this range of motion. You don't have to go as far as I'm going. You can stop and stay right where you need to, if you need to. Just another beat here. And then we will come right back to seated. Just long enough to do a seated modified boat, cat-cow. Chest and chin up. Round the back. Chest and chin up. Cross the legs, roll it back over, tabletop. Now, if your wrists need a little love, it's okay to turn palms up and give a little body roll. You'll see my hands are really, really tight. I'm a sign language interpreter. I use my hands, my wrists, my forearms all the time. So this is a go-to for me every morning. Alrighty, tucking the toes, hovering table. Let's turn up the heat even further. Take a deep breath in and hold it at the very top. Yes, you can. I understand mornings can be challenging. I've got 2 little ones and they bring the heat for me. But it's when I get intentionally into my body and I direct my energy flow that I really start to feel myself in control of my day. Maybe it'll be the same for you. Okay, let's come with me now. Keeping the knees off of the earth, shift the hips back over the heels. Compression through the back side of the knee. Push and push and push into the mat and see how tiny you can make yourself here, maybe even chin into chest. Good, stretch the feet. Come on back to your hovering table. Now, push back one more time, and here's how we're gonna come on up to down dog. One little micro movement at a time. Notice the knees are unbending very slowly. Pause before they're straight for me. Feel the belly suction cup up into the back. Feel the head heavy off of the neck. Straighten the arms, turn on the triceps, and then start to push the heels a little lower. Walk it out, sway it out, do whatever feels good. It's your first big inversion. It's your first down dog. Let it be whatever it needs to be for you. Here are some things you can do. Pedaling, bending one knee at a time, stretching through the toes. You could lift a leg, you could wobble. It's your home, it's your plate, it's your morning. Make this down dog yours for just another beat. You've got this. Now watch, here we go. We're gonna round through cat into plank. Hunch the back, rounding. Walk the hands forward a little bit so you give yourself enough room to make a beautiful plank. Engage the inner thighs, pull up the belly, pull the chin up so the ears are in line with the shoulders. On our way back, we've been there before, we're gonna bend our knees, push hard into the earth. Inner thighs are energetically thinking of each other. Knees don't touch, and then we round it up and away back into our plank. Let's try that one more time. Like cow, the belly drops, the knees bend, we shoot our hips back. We push heels for the earth, hips high, you're down dog. We round it up into the plank and hold, breathe. Yes, you can. I believe in you. Isn't it amazing what a little bit of belief will do when someone looks at you and say, I know you got this. More importantly, when you can look into your own self and remember, of course I've got this. One more down dog, let's do it. Walk the feet in a little narrower, maybe touching, maybe close to touching. We're gonna move on. Slide the left toenails to the back of your mat, please. Square the hips, roll the creases of your elbows forward so your shoulders are secure and your back is active. Lift that right leg high as you can while keeping your hips level. So don't open up yet, okay? Keep your hips level. Use your left glute, to rise, rise, rise. Take one more breath here. Next breath as high as you like. Get it way up there. Open the knees, open the hips. Now bend that left knee and come touch the right knee. Up and around, it's 3 hip circles. Make it as big as you can. Get enough juice flowing through the hip joint so that you can have a good day, hopefully not seated all day, huh? Bring your left foot through. Supported low lunge is where we're headed. Drop the right knee. Do what you've got to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then rise, arms overhead. Inhale up even higher. Exhale, bend forward. Yes, the knee is gonna pass the toe and the heel might come off the earth and you might wobble. All of those things are okay. Come on back up. Now listen up, we're gonna drop the left hand down. Right hand reaches as high to the sky as you can get it. Up more than over. It might happen that because you're reaching so high up and you've got enough flexibility and enough balance that you lean over. This is a great spot for a block. Let me show you. You stay where you are. This is a great spot to bring the ground closer to you so you can take the time that it takes to really push down and reach up simultaneously. Take the block with you if you have it. Reach up, big breath. Exhale, other hand all the way down. This one is gonna feel different than the other one. If you have enough room in your body and you wanna shoot your hips over to the left a little, you can. If you wanna go a little further down, you can. Nice, inhale all the way up. Scoot that foot forward and then pull your heart forward. Now dip down into that lowest lunge. Some might call this Anjaneyasana. Some of my yogis know what that is, huh? Open the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades down the back. Lift up, breathe up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold into your half split. You can pull the toes back a little bit, but please don't wrench them back for your face. Untucking the back right toes. We feel the vibes on the top of that right foot. So good, this half split in the morning. Hamstring says yes, low back says yes. Come on back to that supported crescent and then pop up the back right knee, low lunge. Activate the belly in, scissor the hips in, reach forward, past and through the goals. Inhale all the way up to your crescent pose. Inhale deeply and then exhale, straighten your front leg and hinge forward. Pause here for me. High on the ball mound of the back right foot, hands to hips. We're building heat, folks. It's time to warm up the day. Watch, when I exhale round forward, I'm gonna push my heel down. Now, if you feel you need to pop that back foot in some, you totally can. So you're rounding down forward and the back heel is relaxed down. You can have a hand for balance down, both hands or both hands at your hip. Inhale, straighten the back, lift up. It's like a half lift. Tailbone is pushing back on purpose, high in the ball mound of the right foot. 3 more times, 3 to 5 more times. You take your breath, don't look up. You've got this, it's your practice, your plate, your mat, your day. Get after it, 3 to 5 iterations. Seesawing back and forth on that back leg, straight spine, rounded spine. You're going back and forth, following your breath. Now, if you're really ready to spice things up, come with me. If you're not, please stay in your pyramid and keep stretching. But if you're ready, bend that front knee and let's go to warrior 3. Take up the back heel, lift the arms high in front of you or framing the ears, fingertips reaching forward with purpose. Flex the back foot, down I go. It's all right, it's the morning, that's what happens, right? If you fall out, get back in, have a little humor. Stay, my warriors. If you're in warrior 3, stay. If you're down there in pyramid, come up to crescent. Everyone, we reunite in crescent lunge in 3. In 2, and 1 big inhale, crescent. Awesome, around to warrior 2, and then up to star. Down you go into horse. I'm gonna turn around for just a second. I wanted you to see how your body would flow. Right back up to star, right back down to horse. Here I come, this is an awkward angle. Ready, Prasarita, I see you. Okay, so forward folded you are. I'm gonna turn around. A little better for the camera. Prasarita is your wide-legged forward fold. Let the head fall off the neck. Let everything feel good. The heat that you just built, see if you can intentionally direct it all throughout the body. And then inhale, half lift. Exhale, heels in. Inhale to rise, back up to star you go. I'm gonna turn myself back around, you stay where you are. Warrior two. If you're ready to spice things up, check this out, and you might wanna block. It's balancing half moon. We push down with the left arm, we pull up with the right leg. Flexed foot. You might need to move this around to find your balance. This vibrating plate does a lot to help activate all the proprioceptors in the body. The body's asking, where am I in space? The body is learning, how do I live or land on 1 or 2 limbs rather than 3 or 4? If you did not go and you're still in warrior 2, you're fine. Everybody come back around to low lunge. Exhale, be gentle. Low lunge. Readjust the feet, inhale up crescent. Exhale, circle the arms back. One more time, inhale up crescent. Circle the arms back, inhale up, and down you go. Your Vinyasa Flow, slide that left foot back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Let's do it, chaturanga or down lower in one plank line. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, shine the heart forward. Exhale, pop yourself into your down dog. You made it all the way through one leg. You're doing great. Let's get on to the other side. Right heel high. Bring it on through for those hip circles. Yeah, nice big audible breaths. The way to more life is through more breath. Bring it through. It's a tiger crunch into your low lunge. Always landing softly. Dropping that back knee, we inhale up. Now that you know the flow, we move slightly faster. It's okay to bend deeply into that right knee and untuck the back left leg so that you can get all the juice out of this one. Like squeezing out your own orange juice, right? Inhale up. We drop the right arm down. Take your time. If you wobble, you wobble. If your toes can be untucked, cool. If they're tucked, cool. Up to you. Side stretch. Open the ribs. Inhale, lean up, look up. Let's go the other way. I always like to remind folks, intention through the fingertips, very important. If you got floppy noodle fingers, you probably have a floppy noodle practice. Best to start the day really well engaged, isn't it? Pull through Anjaneyasana or deep, deep, deep low and forward lunge. Here we are. Hip flexors, chest, shoulders down, smile on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Great breath. It probably sounded like a dragon in your ears right now, especially if you have those Bluetooth connected earphones. If you don't have them yet, I'm telling you, it's worth it. You should check into this audio immersive experiences like nothing else. All right, rock yourself forward into your supported crescent. Arms come high. Pop up that back leg, full crescent. Feel it, and then inhale up, 2 straight legs. Exhale forward, long straight spine, high on the ball mound of the left foot. Hands to the hips. And then if you need to pop that back foot in, go for it. Hunch round curl over that front leg and drop the left heel toward the earth. Shift forward, long straight legs, long straight back. Push the left heel back, hunch round, curl forward. 3 to 5 of them. Remember, follow your breath. Now, we're nearing the end of our practice, and I'm hoping that the body is warm, the mind is warming, the throat is warming, ready to talk about your day, ready to be about your day. All the way up, you go into crescent. Round it around, warrior 2. All the way up to star, and down to horse. We're gonna go back and hit that warrior 3, okay? Round it back around. Listen, we're all human. I got really excited about coming out of this pyramid and I forgot. Let's hit that warrior 3. Pull up the back leg, pull up the fingertips, frame the ears with the biceps. This is for my heat makers. This is for the folks intentionally warming up their morning. This may not be for you today, but it might be for you tomorrow. If you hit it today, awesome. If you hit it tomorrow or 10 years from now, good on ya. Just do what it takes to create the morning of your dreams. It's all up to you, really, honestly. Come on back up, here we are, star. Let's do this again, horse. Up to star. Now from your warrior 2, back foot parallel to the back of the mat, front toes perpendicular, we're gonna bump into that balancing half moon if you can take it. Ready? If not, stay here, warrior 2, and explore some kind of way, have fun. All right, balancing half moon. Okay, good morning, I can do this. You gotta talk yourself into it, folks. You'll hear me in other workouts or other flows saying, Talk yourself into the workout. Never talk yourself out of anything. Even if you're like, oh man, I'm gonna be on camera and my balance is not that great today, I should probably just skip it. No ma'am, talk yourself into more life. Land gently, crescent lunge. Cactus the arms, breathe up, look up, be up. Crescent, exhale, hands down. Step it back to your plank. We're coming to the end of our time together this morning, folks. Before we go, drop the knees, big breath. Elbows straight back for a lowering down into the bottom side of a push-up. Last up dog of the day. Thighs up, inner thighs engaged. Exhale, knees down. Embryo pose, but active. Hands on the mat, hips to heels. Push on the mat to keep your head off. Oh, vibe flow. Friend, come up to tabletop. Cross the ankles. Grab a block if you can. Have a seat. You know what? Turn your plate off. Just turn your plate off. Then have a seat. There you go. Let's take the last 45 seconds. Don't run. Take 45 seconds with me. Breathe. May this morning practice be the training grounds for you. May this be the start of you striking a positive balance between effort and ease, work and rest. May today serve you well. From my heart to yours, namaste. Have a beautiful day.